Today's story is about the YouTube channel Sleep Deprived of sleep. This is something that I actually struggle with, but we'll get to that another day. No, today's story is about Sleep Deprived and how probably about a year ago, the channel kind of saved my life. Now that might be a bit of an overstatement, but I don't think it is. I think it definitely got me out of a really rough place. And I just want to talk a little bit about it today because I think it's an interesting story. So about a year ago, I was in university. My university year had just ended and I was very lost on what to do. I was about to move out of my house that I was living in with my mother and my brother to move into a house with my friends that I had made in college and university, and to do like a house share thing. And for me, whenever I have a big thing coming up in my life, I get in like a really dark place mentally, and I struggle to actually be happy and figure out what I'm doing. So I had like a crazy amount of brain fog, and the only thing that would stop the brain fog was watching sleep deprived videos. So before this time, I hadn't really watched Sleep Deprived at all. I knew the channel existed, but I hadn't really seen it. I hadn't really watched it. And eventually I actually just started watching it because, I was not really sure what to do in this time. I just sort of got off uni. I didn't have a job at the time. I was just doing nothing. So I started watching Sleep Deprived, and it was genuinely the only thing that would stop me from having crazy brain fog was watching sleep deprived videos. Eventually, this extended to music as well. So specifically Mika's music and music from Trolley Cat. I'm not gonna go into Trolley Cat. If you know, you know. Fucking goated artist. Either way, Mika's music under Alex Unknown allowed me to feel less brain fog as well. So I could go out and walk about with Alex Unknown in my headphones and I'd feel fine. I'd feel normal. But as soon as you remove the Alex Unknown, crazy brain fog, I can't think straight. It was the same thing with Sleep Deprived. I'd sit in my room, I'd watch Sleep Deprived, I'd feel normal, I'd feel okay. I'd be able to write things down, I'd be able to play games, I'd be able to focus and do something. As soon as you turn the Sleep Deprived off, brain fog, can't concentrate, can't do anything. I don't know if this means that Sleep Deprived completely fucked up my life, or if Sleep Deprived saved me from a really weird time. It's kind of hard to put it into perspective properly, so I'm not sure if I'm going to title this video as Sleep Deprived ruined me or Sleep Deprived saved me, but they did one of the two things. Either way, after moving out and moving into the new house that I'm in now, this period of time stopped. So it was kind of, I think it was caused by the fact that I had a big move coming up, but it's kind of funnier if I say it was caused by Sleep Deprived. But yeah, after moving out and actually kind of getting to a sort of new sense of normality, that stopped. I was still watching Sleep Deprived though, so maybe it never really stopped. But it was such a weird time in my life where for a good solid, I don't know how long, a solid month or two's worth of time, I would have crazy brain fog. When I say brain fog, I mean the inability to think properly, at all. I mean I would be just unable to properly formulate a thought. I'd have a thought, and then the minute I had that thought, any sort of continuation, any train for that thought would derail instantly, and I would be unable to continue it. I was unable to properly hold conversations because I couldn't think. Very odd time of my life, And this is something I've had throughout my whole life. It happens every now and again. I've never had it for as long as that, but I did have it for quite a while there. But yeah, during this time of just being unable to think, I'd whack on a Sleep Deprived video, and that would be it. I'd be back to normal me. I didn't even really have to be paying attention to the video. It could just be background noise, and I'd still just be fine. However, I have probably watched every single Sleep Deprived video from that time 5 or 6 times over, which is kind of crazy. But I just think that's kind of a funny story, right? The only thing that would snap me out of this weird trance state I was in was fucking Sleep Deprived of anything, bro. One of the most brain-rot YouTube channels well, maybe that's pushing it a bit far, but it's not exactly highbrow, right? It's just a group of friends having fun or whatever. And that was the only thing that would pull me out of it. Which is so weird because I have my own friends that I can have fun with, but again, brain fog, bang. So I was I would go and play games with my friends and be in VC, but the entire time I'd have a sleep deprived video on in the background, because otherwise I couldn't think. It was so weird. It was such a weird time. And it was weird to me that that was the only thing that like helped. I mean, obviously eventually I ended up sort of moving on to Alex Unknown and Trolley Cat. And from there, from sort of Alex Unknown and Trolley Cat, music in general, after about like a week of listening to just these artists, I sort of expanded it even further, and I had other music artists and other music in general that would help. But for a while, it was just sleep deprived and just those musicians. To be fair, I don't know, maybe other things would have helped and I just didn't try them, but I just think it's funny. Sleep deprived actually just made it so I couldn't think properly if I wasn't watching it. Or maybe it just made it so that I could think properly when I was watching it. I don't actually know. I still don't know to this day. I never went to the doctors about this. I never have gone to the doctors about this. I think I mentioned it once in a doctor's appointment about something else and they said, oh, like that's weird, and then didn't comment on it any further. But yeah, I don't know. I just think that's kind of funny. I didn't really have anything else to say today. I was thinking of doing a video on the meaning of life. What the fuck does a 20-year-old chud know on the meaning of life, bro? I don't know shit. But yeah, I decided not to do that because what do I know? And instead I made a video on, sleep deprived and what a weird period in my life that was. What an odd time that was. I had like a sleep deprived animation planned for a while because if you look at my channel, I do animate stuff sometimes. And I still might do that. I am considering it. But yeah, I just think that's kind of funny. I just think that's very amusing. Because like what? What do you mean? But yeah, big ups Banana Channel. Check that out.